Hey babies, what's up my darling MVPs and how you all doing? Welcome back to Sail with Mimiciously Mimi where you get a gist. I see they do waiting. I see they hurt. Of course you know there's no sleeping on a bicycle on this channel. If you snooze you do what? You lose. Are you here to subscribe to this channel? Or are you still sitting on a fat, long thing? Kindly pause right there, subscribe, and make sure you turn on the notification bell. If not, tell me, how do you want to get the gist brewing from the cooking pot? Like, how do you want to get the gist? I see they hot. So guys, last night was actually so like amusing, like it was so funny for me. I was enjoying Sinaye, doing meh before he would reply Yolanda. I was just laughing out loud, He would always make the goat sound, before he would reply Yolanda. Like I was laughing so hard, while he was doing that. He would blitz and reply. Meh, that's what I mean, meh. I was just laughing. If you were watching, I'm very sure you would also find that funny. But if somebody would tell me that that night is gonna be a serious violence night, I would not believe. But guys, first off, before we start discussing what transpired last night between Yolanda and Liema, please and please, I would love for you all to drop your standing badge. Please drop your standing badge right here now, because I have just noticed ever since that thing happened, many things I've been seeing on the social space are based on stanship. Yolanda fans will talk their own, Liema fans will also say their own. So you, my subscribers, my viewers, my darling MVPs, you guys should not do that with me right now. I would love you guys to drop your standing badge and tell me who is really at fault. Just calm down. I'm going to say everything exactly the way it happened without adding anything else to it. Okay? So this is where it all started. And please, I would not like it when some persons will come and start saying, oh, you don't even know this or that, because you did not follow it back to back. So let's just start, how it all started, Okay. Yesterday was Liema, what's her name, Yolanda, Mpumi, and Sinaye's duty, right? That yesterday we saw Yolanda cook, dish out. We saw Mpumi alone, like single-handedly. So last night it was supposed to be, I think they shared it among themselves, breakfast, lunch, and then dinner. And then for Liema it was dinner, right? So Liema was busy doing her thinking, trying to, I think she used the leftover rice, so she's trying to even manage it and everything, But before that happened, do not forget that yesterday was nominations, right? Before that happened, when Liema wanted to start preparing, what the housemates would have for dinner, Yolanda and what's her name, Lerato, was in the kitchen already preparing something for themselves. So when Liema got to the kitchen, she was like, "Oh, don't you guys want me to prepare something for you guys? Are you guys preparing things for yourself, ne? That kind of a thing." And then Yolanda took it personal as she started saying, instead of you would have brought those meat out earlier because they were frozen, and defrost them so that it will actually melt, so that you will use it on time to cook, and then you were there lazing around. Yolanda was lamenting and saying some things, and then Liema replied, whatever. And then Liema was like, so don't, if I cook, should I not dish for you? And then Yolanda said, who cares about your food? And Liema said, okay, so that means you don't want me to dish for you. And then she said, you guys listen to me very well. And then she said, if you do not dish for me, when it gets to my turn, I would also not reserve a plate for you. That was how it happened. So Liema preparing her thingy, and then Yolanda upstairs dancing with her man, Makeke. I was having fun, enjoying it. I never knew that earlier band is gonna lead to something, So whilst that was going on, when Liema wants to start dishing those food, she brought out 13 plates because there were 13 in the house. And then Lerato Modise now went to remind her of what Yolanda said and said, she said you should not dish for her. Now, Liema, listening to Lerato Modise, now removed one plate and dished for others. So whilst food was ready, housemates started picking up their plates. There are some persons who eat few little food. Like for example, Lerato. Do not forget I said Lerato and Yolanda were the two people trying to prepare something for themselves when Liema tried to go to the kitchen to start preparing dinner for the housemates. So because Lerato has eaten something already, so she ate little, and then also else ate little food. I think that's how she wanted it. And then Makeke and Yolanda was dancing upstairs. They discovered that they've been dishing out food. So they came downstairs to come and take their food. You know, I think Yolanda has actually removed that thing from her heart. Just normal bands you get. She removed it from her heart and then she came downstairs and realized that there is no food for her. Others had food, there is no food for her. And then she felt so bad about it. And then that was how everything started. And then she started ranting, and what was her name? Liema was like, "Do you want my food?" That kind of a thing. Everything was just looking like poking at this point. So that was how we started. Liema went upstairs and they started arguing, rants and bants. They were doing chairs, and they were doing chairs to whatever deeds they are giving to themselves, because Yolanda said she's gonna hit her so hard in the house, and then they did cheers to that because both of them were having wine in their hands. I don't know whether na wine they work or not, because I don't understand. They would talk and they would do cheers and say we'll sit to that. Yolanda was calling her a bitch and all of that, that she should utilize her, what is it called, her talent, that she has a beautiful voice. This guy will not lead you to anywhere. Jared was there, that you were busy following. All you know is how to suck down below. That's what you know, how to suck down below. Those kind of things. You guys know what I mean by down below now. And then Liema replied and said, "Do you want me to teach you how to suck it? Do you want me to teach you how to suck it?" So Jared was trying to let Liema go downstairs. Later Sinaye came and then Liema went downstairs. You get. So that was how it happened, and the rant continued, and then Yolanda poured Liema. Was it alcohol? Makeke alcohol, was it water in a glass? But I'm very sure it was not her wine, because she still had her wine with her. So she poured it from upstairs, guys, on Liema. So immediately she did that, and I think the thing poured on Liema's transmitter and everything. Liema now rushed to go upstairs. The housemates were still sitting there. The only two people who rushed to go stop Liema was Sinaye and Mark Jr. flew from far end. Mark Jr., who has been having his own moody days, flew from far end to come help. Jared was still upstairs. He was trying to calm down. He was still talking to Yolanda, So while this was happening, other housemates was in supportive with what's it called? Liema. Even Z was supporting Liema, and all of that was saying that, my dear, eat your food after you go and suck you up down below, Jared. All those kind of talk. It was just giving the house versus Yolanda. We all know how the house is against Yolanda now because of her lousiness. Now, the thing is here, when everything was going on and she poured that wine, I think it was when it sank on her that she has actually overreacted. And then she sat down moody for a while. She was just moody on her own, just staring at space, holding her cup of wine. That wine, she never drops it down. It may seem as though it's so important. So guys, that was how it happened. Now I have a question. The reason why I said you should drop your starship badges, can you be sincere? Who is at fault in all of this thingy? Now, some people are calling Liema name, that why would you call her a cow? And then you guys forget that Yolanda called her a bitch. You see it? Now, if you ask me, this is what I have to say. When Liema said, "So guys, should I not cook this one that you guys are preparing already?" And then Yolanda started yapping blah 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 in her mouth, saying, and they had this little disagreement where she said, "If you do not dish for me, I will not dish for you." Despite the disagreements, Liema is supposed to dish out Yolanda's food for her. She's not supposed to deprive her from eating. Because what netizens are saying on the social street is that Yolanda said she should not cook for her, and that was not what she said. Let's be sincere. Void of starship, let's be sincere. What she said was, when Liema asked that question, after she started yapping all the things in her mouth, she said, If you do not dish out for me, I will not dish out for you. Try go to, if you think you want to bounce with me when it comes to this thing right now, because I know some persons will not be able to drop this township badge like I plead, and they will still come and yarn up matter in the comment section. Kindly go to X app or maybe Facebook or anywhere you can find the video. If you did not watch it last night, go and rewatch it before you start the argument. She never said, do not dish out food for me. She said, if you do not even dish out for me, I will not dish out for you when it gets to my turn. It simply means that she needed the food too. Lerato ate from that food, despite she also prepared something for herself. So I think what Liema would have done, she wouldn't have listened to the voice of Liema, who told her to remove Yolanda plates. That is what I have to say. So I would really love to hear from you guys, because there's a lot on the social streets. What do you think about this brouhaha that happened between Yolanda and Liema? I would love to hear from you guys in the comment section. Meanwhile, after the banter is happening, all the rants and bants, Papa Ghost, and Lerato Modise started playing, tripping Makeke. I think they want to put this guy in the middle right now. The same thing they were angry of when they left the house for their vacation is the same thing they are trying to do on Makeke. Now they're trying to make Makeke leave Yolanda's side because they said, see what he's involving himself into. Somebody that all the housemates is against is whom you're making your friend. You don't know that you're also shooting yourself on the foot. They are trying to tell him, and Makeke was like, but he did not do anything. It is ladies' fight. He did not say anything. In fact, after the conversation, Makeke still went back upstairs to cheer Yolanda up. What I think in everything, Makeke is still using his head. He will never let Yolanda make him stop talking to Papa Ghost and Lerato, and he will never let Papa Ghost and Lerato make them stop talking to Yolanda. So he was just telling Yolanda that I told you to be very careful of that girl. Yolanda was like, and I actually care for her. I take her as my niece. She reminds me of my niece. But right now, the game is on. I'm not going to break the rules, but I'm going to teach her a lesson. When I hit, I would hit hard. She was saying a lot. She was saying a lot on how Liema is going to be her target and all of that. Anyways, guys, we can't wait to see how the plan would work out, because after that, even Mpumi also received her own strain, because when all of this was happening, Mpumi started addressing the house on their wager tags that tomorrow everybody needs to come out, keep their differences aside, whoever offended should apologize, and then Yolanda told her, F you. Mpumi, F you. Yolanda was busy hitting everybody. Omo, a choke. Meanwhile, do you know what got to Yolanda? It's Liema's mouth though. Liema barely talked. What Liema said that got her, because when she was lamenting, all Liema knew how to do is to suck down below. Liema now said, oh, do you really want me to teach you? Because we saw how you were trying to handle Willie's lips like you want to eat it off. Guys, that one got that was the only thing that got Yolanda mute. It got to Yolanda. That was why she poured the drink. In my mind, I'm like, so you cannot receive what you're dishing out. You're telling somebody all she knows is to suck down below. Now she told you how you wanted to eat off Willie's lips. It got to you, So that was what happened, when she poured. That was why she poured that. And then she was telling Makeke that thank God she was not close to Yolanda, Liema, that she would have punched her. And then she'll be disqualified from the house. That was what she said. But right now, she's not. Makeke was using his music sound and was telling her, do not do such thing again. And she said she actually realized she made a mistake by pouring that thing in. And she's one person that cannot go back to her mistake. That was what she said. So guys, to those who really watch this, tell me what you think in the comment section. Who is really at fault, Alright, so I'm coming from Caroline. Intolerance of nonsense. The reason why housemates are acting like a happy family, their hate for Yolanda makes them forget their own problem. And you guys still forget that Yolanda has her own on her body, full her body. And then someone said, Yolanda spilled drink on Liema. Hope Biggie is ready with a strike. And then this person said, what did Mpumi get for pouring alcohol on Jared? And how many strikes did Liema get for spitting on two people? I know when it comes to Yolanda, people just wish the worst for her. But Biggie better continue being lenient as he was with other housemates. Anyways, guys, no matter what netizens had to say about this on people, because it's now trending that, Biggie already freed Liema when it was the spitting period, that Biggie did not even showcase what's it called, Mpumi's own when she spilled drink on Jared. We just get to hear it from their mouth. They better ignore that of Yolanda too, because the show is already giving favoritism. That is what netizens are saying. Comrade Attitude said, after this, you will you will Liema is not the show. You will say Liema is not the show. Good or bad, this baby is literally in almost all storylines. Queen of England is a TV material. Vote Liema. Meanwhile, this Queen of England was what Yolanda called Liema at the first instance where that fight is trying to brew up. And then Renee Zion had this to say. Yolanda is the biggest bully I have ever seen on Big Brother, but you all aren't ready for that. Liema has every right to defend herself from bullies like her. Housemates, Yolanda bullies on regular day, Papa goes, Z, Liema, but you all keep giving that lousy noise pollution nuisance a pass for the reason we all best know, and it's definitely not about being herself. You know. So people are saying that there is a whole lot Yolanda is doing, but people are keeping blind eyes because of how they are covering it with that, oh, she has vitiligo. So, but when she does her own, people would ignore. But when other housemates retaliate, you start calling on, oh, why did you call her a cow? Why did you do this or why did you do that? And yet you people ignore what Yolanda does. So, guys, tell me, drop your 2 cents in the comment section. I'll be right there with you guys. I told you guys this week is going to be an interesting one. It has started mushering already. It is a closing my mouth something and leaving the rest for you guys in the comment section. Bye for now, babies. Let's operate over there.